Welcome back to another episode of Strange Famous 2024. I'm here with Jared Castaldi. He is the owner of Karma's Auto Care. He's a mobile detailer, and he's doing some big things here in Frederick, and I am really excited and proud to have him on the show. So stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss what Jared's up to.
Relax, recharge, and refresh with Sweet Buds Dispensary, where quality meets care. From premium products to expert advice, we're here to help you find your perfect vibe. Experience Maryland's trusted source for wellness. Sweet Buds Dispensary, the natural choice.
Stand out with bold, original content. At Medina Media Productions, we craft creative, engaging posts, manage your social media, and drive real leads that convert. From eye-catching visuals to scroll-stopping videos, we bring your brand to life. Let's turn followers into customers. Hear the difference at Frederick Recording Studio. Audio recording, mixing and mastering, voiceover and ADR, audio post-production for film and TV, mobile recording, video production services, and more. Contact us today.
And we're back. Thank you so much for joining us again. My name is Caroline Hutchison, your host of Strange Famous 2024. This is going to be awesome because I have Jared Castaldi here from Karma's Auto Care. He does a lot in the community, and I've known him for, I don't know, maybe about a year now through Coffee and Cocktail Connections, right?
That's right.
We've been networking, and I've been hearing little tidbits about what he does, and I see all this awesome stuff he's doing on the internet. So I wanted to bring you in tonight, Jared, just talk a little bit more about what you're doing, your activity in the community and giving back, and why you started Karma. So thanks for joining me. Yeah. So I know you've been doing this for a while. What made you start Karma's?
So I've always been very passionate about cars. I've always been kind of a car nerd ever since I was a kid. And several years ago, I would say around 2013, I found myself at a point where I kind of had to start anew, and worked warehouse jobs for a while. I knew that's not really what I wanted to do. I knew I had really good work ethic. I loved being creative. And I was just kind of lost for a little bit there as far as how to direct that into something, a career that I'd be really passionate about and go ahead with.
And you like cars.
Yeah, so.
So you were like doing this car repair stuff or car detailing now for almost 11 years. Is that right?
So I've professionally almost 7 years now.
Okay. Well, I've heard so many good things about your work. Everybody's posting pictures of their before and afters. Like, dude, you got to get Jared in here to clean your car. If you haven't seen his work, check this out. And I see you do stuff at Anchor Bar consistently.
Yes.
So anybody that needs to get their car detailed, they can come to Anchor Bar on Mondays. Do they need to make an appointment to come by and see you there?
You definitely can give me a shout just to make sure there's availability. Every once in a while, a client will ask to reserve a spot ahead of time. That's not always the case. I'm there at least 11 to 4 every Monday. I can modify that and come earlier if you want more of a thorough job, but it's kind of marketed there to be more of an express detail, something you wouldn't, maybe an hour to 2 max. So when you're hanging out at Anchor Bar, enjoying yourself, I can be taking care of your car and knock that out for you.
I know you got like the little tent set up and everything. It's pretty cool. It's good. And I've seen tons of your posts lately about Andrea's house.
Yes. So Andrea's House, Transitional Living for Women and Children. It's a wonderful program. We have several girls in the program right now who are all doing very well and look like they're going to graduate. And it's wonderful. It provides them housing for them and their children, and helps them in recovery and gives them all types of coaching and life skills. And our goal is from start to finish, have them, be able to get on their feet and start their life.
And that stuff really like touches my heart. I mean, growing up, my dad was an alcoholic, and we had a hard childhood, honestly. And my dad got sober, our whole life changed, And I was 12 years old, my dad, got sober, and my whole literally life changed. So I saw you posting about that stuff, and I really wanted to bring you in and say thank you first for, giving back. Not everybody finds a way to do that, and not everybody makes that a priority. So I think that's really awesome that you're doing that to give back. And, in Hartley House in Frederick was a huge help for me when I went through some hard times in domestic violence situation I was in during my divorce. And if it wasn't for Hartley House and it's not for Andrea's house, you know, helping people that need that, there'd be a lot of people, you know, in a bad situation. So, you know, what got you involved in doing this stuff? And, you know, why are you so passionate about giving back, Jared?
Well, it's an incredible honor to me, for me to be a part of Andrea's house. I do serve on their board, and it's extra special to me now because way back when I started this, I kind of just had all these visions and dreams about not only hoping to, when I saw that this might be a good potential for me, but also I really wanted to not, you know, it's great to have the business and provide for myself, but my dream was to be able to hopefully be an inspiration to others who also had to face the same kind of challenges, and so that, like, if you believe in yourself, keep working. When it comes to your dreams, don't take no for an answer, and just keep putting that, you know, reach down and keep taking that next step, and just, you know.
Yeah, just one day at a time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not always easy being a business owner, right? Like, there's good days, there's bad days, but I feel like when you have something you care about and you have something like an end goal like that, it makes the bad days a little easier, right?
Absolutely.
So if you can find that inspiration, and, you know, I think that's the big thing as an entrepreneur. Like, we start our business for a reason. Everybody's broken out and done their own thing for a reason. You know what I mean? I started my business because I wanted to spend more time with my kids. I didn't want to have to commute every day. I wanted the flexibility to be present as a mom. You know, you hear different stories all the time. I'm sure you have your reasons for wanting to work for yourself too, and starting your own business, and then now to be giving back. What do you think you would tell other people? Maybe they're thinking about starting their own business, you know. You have anything you would want to say to somebody that maybe is in that mindset you were in before you started your business, and some words you would give maybe Jared before he started his business?
Absolutely.
Advice?
So, yes, definitely. So I would say that if you know in your heart that you have a really good gift, and you, upon practicing with that gift, you can see results, and you continue to see those results, and you're happy, and it brings you joy, and you continue to see that growth, go for it. There's always going to be opinions that some people might have that might tell you other things, or suggestions on your path. But I feel like, you know, only yourself can really know the true answer as to what you should go for. And if you're seeing these results, keep going, you know.
Yeah, that's good advice. Yeah. Just keep going. It's not going to be, I don't think that there's ever a day in owning a business that's necessarily easy. You know, some days are maybe a little less stressful and a little less crazy, but once you get into that rhythm and flow and you're able to start seeing things and start picking up, it's definitely easier to stay motivated and inspired, right?
Definitely.
So through doing all the detailing and the car care stuff, what are some of the things you see people doing to their cars, to change topics, but I'm curious to know, I've seen all these people doing like the Christmas lights on their cars. Do you see that and cringe? Like, are you like, that is going to destroy the paint on that car?
That's a good thing to bring up. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that. But yeah, that's that could potentially not be so great. I guess it just depends how they're applying the vehicle. If it's an older one, they don't really care about. But yeah, I would definitely be concerned about.
I've seen them where it's like, you know, they're going 60, 70 miles miles an hour down the highway, and the lights are scratching the paint all up, you know, because they're scratching. And I've seen like posts, because a lot of people did their cars this year. I don't know if you've seen, that was like a trend this year. A lot of people put lights all over their cars. So I feel like that's going to be good for your business.
Yeah.
You're like, if any of you put lights on your cars, give Jared a call. You're going to need him to buff all those scratches out in January. It's definitely going to be a thing. I mean, I love Christmas, so I was not grinching about it at all. I mean, go for it. Put the lights on the cars. But I feel like that's going to get right through that paint protectant. It's not going to help.
It probably can't be the best.
So when people come to you, what is a normal like detail process for you, and what differentiates you from other car detailers out there?
So I would say I hope differentiates me is that I try to make the experience super unique in any way that I can. I'm super passionate about going above and beyond in any way possible. There's a lot of times I'll be cleaning a vehicle and certain interior pieces may have become detached, or if it's something that hasn't got a lot of love in a while, I'll end up finding parts or something to their interior and able to fix those things up for them. Maybe notice I had a customer recently where they had a wire channel for the rear window that held wiring that probably powered the rear windshield wiper or something like that went along the border of their window, and was able to re-encapsulate that and tuck it away nicely for them. And I just did that as part of their interior detail. So
Nice.
yeah, things like that.
That's awesome. Yeah. And then, like, is there a certain process to, like, detailing that you feel? I know I go through the auto care, the express care. Like, I have a membership, so I wash my car, like, 2 or 3 times a week. I'm kind of, like, obsessed with washing my car. But not everybody's like that. Like, do you think that there's a certain amount of time that you should get your car cleaned? Like, I know in the winter when there's ice and snow and salt on the roads, people don't really clean their cars. You see a lot of wear and tear on people's cars more in the winter. Or what do you think is a good regular routine maintenance program, I guess, is what I'm asking you.
I would definitely agree with you. Upkeep, periodic upkeep is definitely the best thing you can do for interior and exterior. If you have spills and stuff like that, try to do at least something to care for it. It's really easy right now, even to at home do yourself, if you couldn't schedule something right away, to go on YouTube and do a little research and find out, what you can do to touch up those spots or spills immediately, because once they sit, they can really start damaging your interior. Pre-winter, it's amazing to get your car decontaminated and sealed with wax or ceramic, so your car is protected against all that harsh road salt and all those type of things. Magnets, I'm not a crazy fan of. I have seen magnets on cars that I could not remove, because if I did, it would have taken the paint with it. So I don't know what. I'd have to do some more research on that. And
so if you have a magnet, take it off every day after you're done driving around.
Definitely make sure the exterior surface, if you're going to apply a magnet, is very clean before you apply that magnet. And if you do have a magnet on your car, I would, definitely routinely take it off and make sure it's clean, because particles and stuff can get in between that and the paint and become abrasive and mess up your finish. And like I said, sometimes they become attached to the finish of somehow. I don't know, maybe just baking in the sun. And I've even seen it cosmetically kind of damage the paint a little bit too, kind of make it a little bit hazy, just being on there so long.
Like fading around it, or
it kind of it kind of stains the clear coat a little bit.
Interesting.
Almost. Yeah.
What about vinyl? Like, do you do a lot of detailing on cars that have vinyl wraps? Like work cars, or do you recommend getting a vinyl if you're going to have something? Do you think it does a good job of protecting the paint?
For wraps, I think they should be fine if you get one really professionally done by a good place. And for wraps, I would just be more careful washing the surface. I wouldn't be going too crazy with pressure washing, or at least be more educated about how you're going to do that process if you want to pressure wash your car. Just because those are some things with wraps and decals, they could get knocked off by high pressure. So you just want to be careful with those things. I've got professional decals and wraps in my car, and I use a pressure washer, and it seems to be very resistant. Okay. It seems to hold up pretty well. So
I know you do a lot of commercial stuff. So you do mobile. So you can go to people's places and clean all their work trucks and stuff at their location if they want you to, right?
Absolutely.
Stuff like that. So
as of right now, I can be fully remote for an interior detail. Anything exterior involved where I need a lot of water, I do require access to an exterior water source. But I have everything I could possibly need, including tons of my own hose, and I even have my own generator on board so I can supply my own power. But yeah, I service private clients, big box store fleets, local business fleets, like mobile pet grooming stations. I quarterly do Home Depot's rental trucks, box trucks, flatbeds, and things like that, and make them all nice for their customers.
That's awesome. I mean, I see you everywhere, and I know you're busy, so you must be doing something right. What is the next step for you? What is the next big step for Jared?
So I would say my goal right now would be to be able to hire people and provide other opportunities for people. It would be great if I got to the point where I could start providing opportunities for people who are also at that situation where I was years ago, to just, be able to start something, have a job, build a resume, and start creating a new life for themselves. It would be great.
That's awesome. I mean, I don't know if you know that, but Kevin is very connected in like that community, and I'm sure that we could get you connected with some people that would love an opportunity to work with you if you're looking for help. So it's such a great cause that you have going with Andrea's House. Obviously, I'm really just thankful for what you're doing and that you have such a big heart. So really glad to know you and meet you, and I'm proud of you. And you worked really hard to get where you are.
Thank
so
you
good
so
job.
much.
Yeah, you should be really proud of yourself.
It's an honor.
You're doing big things. Thanks for coming on the show. If there's anything that people can do to reach out to you or help you in your efforts, where should they find you?
So I have a Facebook and Instagram presence, Karma's Auto Care.
And an awesome logo, by the way. I love your logo.
Thank you so much.
What is it? It's like a robot, right? Like a superhero robot that washes cars.
So it's a superhero.
Is that your alter ego?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to.
So I used Karma's. I used to have a personal Instagram that was Karma's Soldier.
What?
So I wanted to use something that was more of a theme and more had like a meaning instead of just using my name.
Yeah.
So I just used Karma's.
It's easy to remember.
Yeah, just a little superhero guy.
It's a superhero theme. The company slogan is inspiring compassion, growth, and freedom one vehicle at a time. Grime Fighters That Come to You.
Love it. Good job, Jared. Very proud of you. Thank you again for coming on the show. And again, if anybody wants to get involved and help out Andrea's House, I'm sure Jared would appreciate that. And if there's anything you have questions about your car, I know he can answer those too. So feel free to hit him up on Instagram and Facebook. And thanks again for coming.
Thank you.
And stay strange. All right. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Thank you for tuning in to Strange Famous Frederick, hosted by me, Caroline Hutchison. Produced by Medina Media Productions. Audio by Frederick Recording Studio and Robin Smith Productions. Video by Beaver Enterprise Group. Sponsored by Sweet Buds Dispensary, My Salon Suite, and Maryland Windows, Doors, and Roofs. Visit us online at strangefamousshow.com.